Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, where we are not new to this, we're true to this, okay? So, today, again, we are going to do pizza, okay? This is the third type of pizza crust you can make that's keto friendly, that's low carb, okay? So, you're gonna use 8 ounces of cream cheese, softened, okay? Softened. We're gonna use 4 eggs. We're gonna use 1 cup of pork rind. So I had got this from Walmart. Okay, if you can't find this, you can crush the pork rinds yourself and make your own pork rinds. Crush your pork rind. 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 2 cups of Italian cheese or mozzarella cheese. I'm using mozzarella cheese. I already have it together. A half a tablespoon of Italian season, a half a tablespoon of garlic powder. Okay, guys? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna combine all these things together, combine them together and whatnot, and we're gonna do what it is. So that's what we're gonna do. So there's no particular order on doing it. You just, put it together. Put it together. That's all you need to do. Put it together, okay? All right. Put it all together. So it's gonna be a thick dough. It's gonna be a thick dough. A very thick. I do want to combine this first before I put this cheese on because it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. So with this cheese in here, okay, yes it is. So I did put my cream cheese in the microwave to warm it up more, to soften it more, because to me, it was not soft enough. It was room temperature. You know how you just leave it out and let it sit? Yeah, that was not soft enough for me. And I did not want to have it be difficult when I'm trying to mix it together. You know what I'm saying, Yeah. So this is good. And I put it in the microwave for a minute. And like I said before, everybody microwave heats up differently. So, you could try 30 seconds at a time. I would not just put it in there for a minute, because your microwave might be one of those extra hot for no reason microwaves, and you're gonna overdo it, and you don't want to overdo it. I'm gonna go ahead and add my cheese mix like that. Move all this stuff up, and I'm gonna combine it. Mix it all together. Your oven needs to be on 425. I'm gonna put it on. It doesn't take as long for this to preheat, so that's why I wait a little bit, because it gets hot very quickly. I like the way this is combining better than the other recipe that I had to put my hands in. Also, you're gonna put parchment paper down, and you're also gonna spray your pan, so you make sure that it doesn't do. So with this, you're gonna do both. I probably did that wrong for some of you guys. You'll probably like, you should have left the parchment paper down and then sprayed it, but do you, hun? Do you? It's okay. There's no judgment here. There's freedom here, okay? No judgment. It's all that freedom, okay? Freedom to do what you think is gonna work out best for you. Okay. It is not that deep to me. So this is enough to make 2, depending on what size you are making. So I am making a smaller pan size. than normal. So the size that I have is enough for me to do 2, which I'm excited about because that means I can have different styles, because I'm going to be sharing this with other people. Because I'm not eating all this food. Nope. Just because it's low carbs, lower than low, and all the things, you still have to discipline yourself and eat in moderation. That does not mean, oh, it's low carb, so I can eat as much as I want of it, and it's not going to affect me. Yes, it will. Because remember, calories. Okay? So don't get too excited about, oh, this has 0 carbs, so I can eat the whole thing. No, that doesn't mean eat the whole thing. You still need to eat things in moderation. Like, for real. Eat things in moderation, because you're gonna wonder why you still, why your weight hasn't changed, or why you're gaining weight instead of losing weight. That's because you're still overeating. I have to add some more to these, because I didn't put enough on there, apparently. Try to spread it out a little bit more evenly. Adding to these holes that I see, so it can be the same across sides. And I will put it in the oven. Okay, I'm gonna be in the oven. Okay, so it's gonna bake for 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna set my timer to 20. We're gonna take a commercial break, okay? And let that do what it do on its own, because you can't help that out. You gotta sit and wait, So we're gonna take a commercial break and we'll be right back, all right? Cool, right. So, we've been baking for 20 minutes, so we're gonna take this out. Yeah, and look at that. Yes, look at that, look at that, look at that. So, we'll have to let that sit for 10 minutes before we add anything. Because if we add anything, it's gonna be soggy. It's not gonna crisp like you want it, like you may like it. So if you want soggy pizza, I'm not talking about like soft crust, but soggy pizza, go ahead. Go ahead, add everything you want to add to it and just put it back in. But because I want a crisp texture to this, I want to go ahead and leave it out for 10 minutes. Because we're going to let it sit for 10 minutes, we're going to go back to a commercial break, okay? So look what we have here. We have like 3 more minutes and some change, okay? And it's starting to sit. See how it's starting to settle down in. Okay. Like the song said, come on and take your seats. Our burdens at your feet. While you settle here. Anyway, yeah, I'm random like that. So I'm going to use the homemade marinara sauce on this one. So remember, if this homemade marinara sauce do have onion pieces in here, so to modify it for your audience who don't like onions, I would just use onion powder. So that'll give you that same flavoring without the actual onions in there, okay? So yeah, so I'm gonna use this, and I have my toppings. And I have my mozzarella cheese mixed with my Parmesan shredded cheese, okay? In here. I'm gonna use. Yeah. Got bacon bits, sausage, mushrooms, pepperoni, bell peppers. And I am just going to do what I do best and just, throw it together. Well, not throw it together, but put it together. I'm gonna put it together. I'm going to put my sauce in. Sauce on. Okay. I'm going to spread it around evenly. Alright, so we cool like that. We cool like that. So I'm gonna add that wonderful cheese mix over. Now you can put as much cheese as you like. It is totally up to you. How you do it is how you do it, okay? There's no judgment. Like, this is yours. You're gonna eat it. Or whoever you're trying to serve, okay? Whoever you're cooking for, your family, whatever the case may be, you know what your people like and don't like, so do what you know. I'm gonna put pepperoni on the whole piece, okay? The whole pizza. But I'm gonna spread them out. I'm not gonna layer them on top of each other or anything like that. I'm gonna spread them out. But you can do it however you wanna do it. You can, yeah, it's your pizza. Go for it. Go for it, okay? I'm gonna do mushrooms on a little bit of the pizza because I know not everybody like mushrooms. So, and I'm sharing this with other people, so there's that. And I don't want them to force eat something that they don't have to eat, because that would be a turnoff, especially if you're trying to introduce somebody to something new. Try to make it as close as possible of what they like. Like, don't try to like force them into liking it. At least add some stuff that they like, so it could be a little bit of joyful for them, you know? I'm not gonna add this to the whole pizza. And I am making another one, so I am making another one. You can do however you want to do, however you need to top it, especially if you have children. Like, I would hide the vegetables in the actual dough. Because a lot of them, they don't know the difference. Kids, they don't know the difference. Sometimes if you just hide the food, hide certain things in their food that they actually like. Now, some kids are smart and they will be like, look at you like, I know you did something different. But a lot of times, if you hide it the right way, you can trick a kid into eating what you need them to eat. So I am going to get some more cheese out of my refrigerator because I want to spread some more cheese on top of it. I'm going to get some Parmesan cheese real quick. There's more shredded Parmesan cheese. You can put mozzarella cheese back on top if you want. You don't have to do it like that. Okay. Alright. So there is that. I'll put it back in the oven. And it says let it bake for another 10 minutes. But like I always say, do it per your liking. If you just want the cheese melted and you don't want nothing else going on with it, then pull it out sooner. If you want it that golden brown on top, leave it in until you get that golden brown on top. So do it how you like, but I will always suggest that you monitor it so you don't burn it, undercook it, or overcook it. Just monitor your food. So I hope so far you are enjoying the recipes. Some things I have found on Pinterest. Some things I just literally put together myself. But majority is going to be a Pinterest thing. And I sometimes make modifications per what I like my food to be seasoned with or taste like. So depending, I might try something just like the recipe say, and then like, okay, that's cool. and that gives me the foundation. And then I might add something extra or take something away, just to see how I can switch it up a little bit, because I don't want to get bored with it, and because I like to do things differently. So that's just me. I will have the actual recipe, and I'll tell you that I found it on Pinterest or anything like that, so that way they can get credit where credit is due. That's what the Bible says, give honor where honor is due. If I did not make it, if I did not come up with it, then they deserve, their credit, their honor. So I'm not here trying to steal other people's stuff. I just want to introduce you and let you know that there is variety with doing low carb. It's not just, oh, you can only eat meat and vegetables and that's it. No, you can eat other things. Or sometimes the common is, oh, it's not sugar. Yeah, it's sugar free, but we have sugar substitutes. When I know some people have a hard time letting go of what they call the real sugar, but maturity says that if your body does not like it and is not doing well with it, maturity says it's time to let go. You gotta understand that, there was a time and a season that you could handle it, and now you just gotta make that transition that you can't handle that no more. And it's not because you're not doing it based off of, well, I don't want to feel different, or I don't want to be the only one not doing X, Y, and Z. Let me tell you, I've been an outcast my whole life, okay? My whole life I have been the outcast. And I have settled with, it is okay to be different because I'm not going to fit in, okay? I had tried, did not work in those scenarios. Even when I was in school, it just didn't work. Like, it didn't. So I'm not going to compromise what I need to do and my goals and my desires and what God has put in me for the sake of fitting into this culture, especially the culture that's coming up, the generation that's coming up. I'm not trying to fit in with them because they act like they don't have no consequences. And it's just amazing how they think. And I'm just like, wow, I would have never tried that growing up. Let me get off of that. And let's check our PCI. So far it looks good. I'm gonna let it bake a little bit longer. It is melted down nicely. I did pre-cook my mushrooms and my bell peppers. So all I did was I sauteed them in a pan with butter. That's all I did. The mushroom, I did add a little bit of my handy dandy seasoned salt, but just a little bit, just because I know mushroom has like an intense flavor to them. So I just put a little bit on it, but not enough to like be too much, if that makes sense. So just a sprinkle, that was it. But you can saute your vegetables however you like, or you don't have to saute them. You just throw it on your pizza and just bake it. That's fine. But because I like my vegetables a certain way, I like to pre-cook them. Okay, because I like them to be cooked. So do what you know is best for you. A little bit more brown on top. I do want to flip it though, because I'm noticing that one side is baking faster than the other side. So I want to make sure that it's even and it doesn't burn the one side before the other side gets to season. So if you're interested in this little handy dandy oven, it is an air fryer also. I will link where to find it. I'm not sponsored by them. I just like it a lot, especially because it turns into an air fryer also, which is going to be really, really cool when I do certain recipes. And then my hot plate that I cook on, what I do, look at that. There we go. I will link that also. Well, actually, I got that from Walmart. That's where I got that from. So there is my pork rind pizza. I will let it sit for a while, let it cool down, and then I will cut it up in slices, okay? So that is our third. If you want me to make a cauliflower pizza crust, let me know. I will do that one too. So far we've done pork rinds, the mini ones, what they call chaffles, okay? Cheese waffles, chaffles, that's what they call them. We did an almond flour one. So this is a bigger version of the chaffles. Try it, see if you like it. And once again, I got these from Walmart, but it is cheaper to just buy the bag of pork rinds, and these are flavorless. It doesn't have any extra flavor to it, but you know you can buy pork rinds in barbecue flavor, a spicy one, salt and vinegar. Like there's different flavors. So if you want a different flavored pizza crust, you can buy that bag of pork rinds and you can crush them yourself. You can put them in the bag and just crush them, pound them so they're fine, like this texture, you know. So you can do that and do something different. So you can modify any of these recipes however you desire to try. Let me know if you try it. Let me know if you like it. What would be your suggestion on trying? What would you like differently, you know? And you can also use this to fry other things. You can use this for like fried chicken or fried fish or something like that. But just know that it is different because it is pork, so you're actually adding meat to meat, okay? So just know that. But it is a breadcrumb alternative. So I also use this in a meatloaf recipe, which was really, really good. And we'll do that one day. I don't know when, but we will try that. It is on the list of things to do. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy. I hope you try and experiment with this and let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, you know, things like that. You know what to do. It's YouTube, okay? All right, thank you, and you have a wonderful day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let me stop it. Don't it look good? It smells good too. Let me tell you, honey, yeah. We new to these streets, the YouTube streets, but we ain't new to this keto lifestyle, yo. We've been doing it for a minute, okay? Doing it for a minute. We're just trying to be inspiring and whatnot. We just trying to inspire you, sis. We're trying to inspire you, man. Like, that's all we trying to do, okay? I hope it's giving what it's supposed to give, okay? All right.